Hello and welcome to East Brunswick High School Sports. Today it's boys basketball as the Bears take on the Edison Eagles. I'm Phil Hill along with Frank Noppenberger, and the Bears come in, Frank, at 7-2, and the Edison Eagles come in at 3-5.
Although our record is a little bit better at this particular point, it's a red division game, and I've heard you say many times you can just about throw out the records in red division games. So I think it's going to be a real tight game, especially as we were just talking about with Sheldon not being in the lineup today.
Okay, talking about Sheldon Miller out with an injury. Well, I saw this team play at Edison, and the Bears handled them rather well. Okay, you see Bobby Henning controlling the ball for the Bears right now.
Quite a different style of defense. They're going to be zone the whole day, I believe, and we're going to be man.
I'll tell you, Coach Marr talked about them playing zone defense. We'll talk a little bit about that later on. And good man-to-man defense by the Bears right now. And Bobby Henning playing good defense for smallish Henning.
Come on! Sweep, Neil, sweep, sweep! Sweep! 13.
Okay, Mike Smith with the rebound here. And Smith is fouled. Mike Smith going up to shoot, and he'll go to the line to shoot. I take that back. That's Joe Weiss. I'm sorry. Joe Weiss will go to the line to shoot too.
You know what's interesting about both teams is they like to pass the ball. Edison runs the flex, and you'll see a lot of passes before they shoot. And obviously, you've seen East Brunswick, you know we do the same.
I'll tell you, as you see, Joe Weiss missed that basket. He missed them both.
Yeah, that's unlike him. He's a 78% foul shooter.
Well, I'll tell you, maybe they should call up Mike O'Rourke, the freshman.
That's right.
The national foul shooting champ.
Do you think they have a DH in that?
Oh, good. Full court pressure, man-to-man defense by the Bears right now. And we're trying to get some of these Edison players here. That's Mike Farrar. Called for 5 seconds there. And Dan Stubbs calling it right there. And we remember Dan Stubbs from last year, Jim. Frank.
Yeah, he did the same game here last year. As a matter of fact, he's a replacement today, so we can't get on his case too much.
Into Strapko. Strapko looking. Strapko puts it up and down.
Yeah, that's his range. That 12 to 15 foot. He's as good as anyone at that range.
Bears up 2-0. 6:10 left in the first quarter. Good movement by the Eagles. Out to Patel. Patel driving. Patel spins, and he's fouled.
Kartzman.
And that is on Kartzman, I believe. Yes, it is on Kartzman, and Patel. He's the most versatile player that the Eagles have, and he misses his foul shot as well. We've actually watched Patel grow up, Frank. I remember him as a sophomore.
Right. He came up through the system. I remember him as a ninth grader, as a matter of fact.
Eagles content to stay in the 1-2-2 zone. Henning shoots in and out. Patel with the rebound. Dorina looking. Farrar with the drive up left hand, won't go. Strapko to Henning. Henning, one of his patented bounce passes, won't go.
Hold out. Hold out. Hold out. Hold out.
Back out to Dorina. Patel missing, and here comes Weiss.
Look at that ball movement.
Hartsman to Strapko, great movement. Strapko's second basket of the night.
I think a little concern going to be is our depth. You know, without Sheldon, Bobby plays so hard. I hope his endurance holds up.
Good steal by Weiss. Weiss driving to the basket. He's fouled. And a little good sportsmanship there. That's Steve Farrar on the foul, and Weiss will go to the line once again.
They're a pretty much seasoned club, huh, Phil? A lot of upperclassmen.
Okay, Weiss 0 for 2 from the foul line thus far. Nice touch there. Okay, coming in the game for Kartzman, Max Johnson. And coming in for the Eagles is Jamari McDonald, number 32. And Weiss sinks in second. Again, full court pressure by the Bears. McDonald with the drive. Good pass out. Dorina Ferrer. I'll tell you, Johnny on the spot. Lee Moskowitz puts it back up for 2.
Right place at the right time.
Okay, Mike Smith with the basket.
How about that Mike Smith story? I'll tell you that one later, but what a success story he has been. And it's, I'm sure you're aware of it, but it's worth repeating.
Well, I know. And here's the steal. Weiss,
Nice
good
pass.
no. Weiss with a good no-look pass to Strapko. Strapko goes up and is fouled on the shot. He'll shoot 2, but we have a timeout here. So we're going to get our first look at Bo Henning. And Bo Henning's under the weather today, so we're going to have to bear with him.
What was that, 20 or full, dude? All right, now, we have got to make sure we have possession before we run. The run will be there, but defense has got to be first. And the whole thing with our defense is finish the sequence. That means block out and get the boards first, okay? Disrupt. Disrupt is what it's about against these guys with nothing stupid. They'll make some mistakes, okay? All right, offensively, I think it's that 1-3-1, so the mid-post has got to be used, right? You catch, you chin, you face in there. Okay, catch, chin, and face. All right? Yeah, it looks like it. If it's there, you got to take it, right? Come on.
Okay, Frank.
How about that huddle? First thing he talked about is defense. Is that great? I mean, and right on target. What he was telling them is that he wants to disrupt their pattern. He doesn't think that they're going to be patient enough and keep working the ball enough to get that good shot.
Okay, back to the line there. Strapko, a 6'6" senior. And Strapko, an all-state selection in volleyball, gets his 5th point of the night. Make that 6. Kartzman back in, Strapko out.
Boy, Bo does a great job, Phil, of getting people in and out of the game, and keeping them fresh.
Well, I'll tell you, Bo does a great job coaching, period. I got to see the Red Bank Catholic tournament, and I'll repeat it again. Thought he outcoached Kuchar Wardlaw and the Orange coach as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, they try to get down to Johnson. Mike Smith won't go. And Patel with a strong rebound.
Take it down to the corner, Mike. Corner. Seal, Neil. Play seal. Look at me. Seal on that lane.
McDonald with the ball looking, dribbling. McDonald puts it up and down.
Not very textbook, but I'm sure Coach Moore will take that one.
I'll tell you. That zone's come out a little bit, Frank.
Yeah, I guess what by scouting us, they thought as we bring the ball across the half court, they see we sometimes have a little trouble with it.
Max Johnson with a strong move and draws the foul. And that's on Patel.
Red, 34, 3, 4, 2 times.
That's his first.
Patel's first foul, right. A little short for Johnson.
Got to tell him to get it over the front of that rim.
Get it over the front of the rim now.
I think he heard you.
I'm probably a little more critical than I should be of Johnson. Those deep knee bends there. How deep can you go, Frank?
Well, I think the key, and Mr. Emery and I were talking about today, you got to keep the head still. You got to keep the head still.
Okay, good steal by Kartzman. And good heads up by Kartzman.
Is he a great blue collar player?
I called him everything. The garbage man. I called him a throwback player. He does it all, Kartzman. I like him.
See, we got to get it out of the corner.
Okay, back out the hitting. Who'll start it all over.
1-3-1.
Here. In and out.
Great
Patel
shot.
once again with the rebound.
Great shot, great ball movement.
McDonald looking into Patel. Won't go. Hitting, steals it. Weiss with the ball, dribbling and slapped around. Quick hands by both teams. And I'll tell you, Patel gets called with a cheesy one right there, another foul.
Well, I think he was pushing Max big time. I don't want to disagree with you.
And Patel slams his fist on the chair there. With the sound of that noise, a lot of places that would have been a technical, Frank. The officials letting them play. We have Rob King in the game for Bobby Henning, and we have Strapko back in as well.
I saw them working on this the other day in practice. Coach Lane and Coach Henning have a great package, this 1-3-1 offense they run.
I say.
See, that's what they're getting. They're getting a lot of that little 8 to 10 footers.
Good feed by King, but a walk by Strapko, and the Eagles will take over. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Bears are up 11-5.
Let's go X, go. X. Turn to the middle. Either guy, Mike. Square up, head hard. See across.
Good tight defense by the Bears. Good move. Won't go. Max Johnson with the rebound. King looking. And King lost it.
Yeah, he just looks a little nervous out there, that's all. He's quite an athlete, as you know.
He's a good athlete, a good defensive back, good wide receiver.
He's a great defensive player in baskets, too. He can guard the ball as well as anyone.
I'll tell you, McDonald with the NBA three-pointer. Ooh, Strapko held that foot.
Nice.
Oh, I tell you.
See, that's what Bo was saying. Get them to disrupt their rhythm, these wild passes they're having.
Won't go. I'll tell you, good hustle by the Eagles.
Hey, straight flex. High stack the leg.
You hear Coach Mike Marr saying straight flex.
Yeah, well, now I think he wants to delay that. This is the offense you saw Wardlaw run down at the Red Bank tournament.
Okay, they're going to play for one shot here. 6 seconds left. And with 1 second left, and they changed their mind on the substitution. With 1 second left, Eagles will take it out. McDonald puts it up. Oh! Okay, at the end of one quarter, the score is 11-5. The East Brunswick Bears ahead of the Edison Eagles. Let's go to Bo Henning and hear what he has to say.
Get your hands ready. Get your hands ready on rebounds. Get your hands ready on passes. Don't play like this. Play like this. Okay? Come on. We're going to you tonight. We're going all night to you, right? You're going to respond. All right, now remember what position you were playing. I want you, when we secure a board, make sure you block out all the way, right? Run your lane, okay? All right, listen, we're getting the ball in great spots, and then instead of like turning it into a scoring opportunity, we're trying to do too much. Catch, square up, if it's there, shoot it. If not, move the ball, okay? You're getting it in great spots, now let's do a better job of converting, all right? Now defensively, they haven't shown us a whole lot, but they've got a couple of looks at threes that eventually are going to go unless we get better pressure on them. All right? You can't play D hoping they miss. We have to force things defensively. Okay? So let's be disruptive. Okay? Every time we've gotten in a passing lane, we've gotten something offensively out of it. Let's keep doing that, right? Come on.
Well, this time he addressed offense first.
Okay.
Just like we were saying before, we're getting the ball in the spots that we want. We're just not putting the ball in the basket. But basically what Bo said to him is just keep shooting. They'll eventually fall.
Okay. And Bo was saying at halftime, I don't know if it was Strapsko or Johnson, he was saying have your hands ready because we're coming to you.
I think it may have been Max. You know, you've always got to be ready, especially the way Weiss and Kwartzman can pass the ball.
Right.
And you've got to have your hands ready.
And that zone defense keeps stretching out. The Eagles are playing good, tough zone defense right now.
And then eventually you're going to end up getting strapped underneath or giving it to the max at the 10-foot mark. And then Bobby's got to take a couple of those, hit a couple threes to open that up too. There you
Max.
go.
Oh. Good follow. Oh, tap in by Max Johnson.
Good effort.
Just like he planned it.
Well, actually he did. He stayed with it and he kept the ball alive.
Got to give him credit. Still by King. Good feed to Max. Offensive foul. And Bo Henning just stares at the official there and telling his team to settle down right here. He wants you to play in control.
Well, he was also applauding the fact that we took it to him, a 2-on-1 situation. You always have to take it to the basket.
McDonald on the drive. Kicks it back out to Patel. It's stolen. Here comes Kwartzman. Dribbling, looking. Back out to Henning. Over to Weiss. Weiss with the jumper. Blocked. Moskowitz with the rebound. Back under Patel. Patel looking, driving. Good move. Hyro Patel with his third point of the night. Weiss at the top of the key, looking. Over to Henning.
Good, lady. Good rotation.
Into Johnson, a great pass. A great pass by Weiss.
See, by keep passing, eventually, as you said, that zone's going to open up and you're going to get that underneath shot.
Patel on, and he draws the foul. I tell you, as you look at Patel go to the line, I'm looking at little Bobby Henney. Short in stature, but off like a bulldog. Awfully tough for a young fellow.
Does he play hard? That's just the way Bo was as a kid. And Bo still plays that way. And boy, does the kid know the game? I mean, when you watch him out there.
He's a ball player.
He knows where everyone belongs.
Wow.
That looked like you.
Hey, I'll
That
tell
looked like
you,
you.
I've seen those days, not that often there, but the only thing he did hit his backboard there, unusual there, because this kid's an excellent player. Nirel Patel. Ooh, almost got away with the walk.
Actually, we did get away with it, I think. See Max wide open.
And
next time he's going to get it to him.
I hear you. You go back to Bo Hennings. Keep your hands ready. Goes at any time. Smith, little short. Patel with the rebound. McDonald.
Boy, do we hustle back on defense and get in the paint real well.
Lithgow into Patel. And they call Johnson on the foul. And Patel will go back to shoot two. Missed his last two shots, but Patel has hurt the Bears in the past. I remember him with a game-winning shot. I guess it was last year, I believe at Edison.
Right, off the foul line.
Right. And he's over.
Oh, he's talking to himself now.
And I tell you, Mike Marr, the six-year coach, says his team has just been inconsistent. They really haven't been focused. Two guys come to play one day, and the other three don't. And we're seeing some of that inconsistency here. Oh, mercy. They can't buy a basket at the foul line. And a foul is called, let's see.
Kartzman. That's very unlike him to lose concentration and not box out like that.
Back into Patel again. Nice touch. Timeout Bears.
I think it's a good timeout.
Okay.
It just didn't seem to be in the rhythm offensively or defensively.
Okay, let's see what Bo has to say.
You don't tell them right away, they're going to call for.
Okay. All right, now the three of you guys all have two fouls, right? So you got to play smart this quarter, but that doesn't mean you let up defensively. Let's change that matchup. You go on Patel, okay? 34. I think that puts you on 43. In fact, let's give you a break right now. You're in for him. You're in for him.
Playing the 4 to 5.
You're 4, he's 5. What's that? You're on the mid post. Yes, you're on the mid post. All right. What's that? Yeah, well, you can go 2-1-2 against that, or also the 1-3-1, right? Those are good looks. You just got to be ready to stick it. And even if you don't shoot it, it's got to look like you're going to shoot it, and that'll open up passing lanes, okay? We're playing a little bit small. We're going to need you guys to really play tough on the defensive boards, okay? All right, come on, let's go.
I guess I didn't realize that we got a couple of those guys with 2 fouls.
2 fouls, right.
And Kartzman, you know, on that, he could have challenged that shot on that rebound, and he could have picked up his second quick one. That was a smart move on his part.
Okay.
Challenging.
Number 34, Johnny Mullane in the game for the Bears right now. Weiss looking into Mullane, back out to Smith. And they call the travel. From the official on the other side of the court calling it.
But Bo really didn't like that call. If facial expressions and body language tells you anything.
Okay, Lithgow goes up to shoot 2, won't go, gets his own rebound. Out to Patel, back to McDonald. McDonald on the drive. Ooh. I'll tell you, McDonald, one of the Eagles that has shown us a little bit. He hasn't scored too much, but he's shown us a little something.
Then on Joey.
That's on Weiss. Nobody's hitting foul shots.
That 0 for 5 for
I'll
them?
tell you, lost art. I don't have it, but a lost art it appears to be. And we made a joke about Mike O'Rourke, but the freshman for the Bears. But it's a lot of it's concentration and technique.
Confidence also.
And confidence.
So you got to get rid of the ball. We seem to be holding the ball a little too much. Good ball movement.
Bears continue to stay in the man-to-man defense.
Look at me. Look. Now, stay in it. Come on, sir.
I don't know if we played zone all year.
Foul to Patel. Short.
Jim, I don't know if we've had a zone.
And McDonald pickpocket with the steal. Great pass to Patel. Not ready. Back to McDonald. He loses it. Strapko down to Weiss. Weiss jump shot. Yes.
Boy, is that pretty when somebody stops like that on a dime and just puts a jumper in.
Just a good-looking ball player, Weiss. And McDonald called for a travel. And we have a red timeout, which is
22nd.
22nd. Mike Mark is calling for a timeout. I'll tell you, if we could take a quick look at Mike Marr over here, he called that timeout. One of the things Mike Marr lamented is that one of the reasons that his team might be behind is that they don't have a 7th and 8th grade program. And he says when you don't have a 7th and 8th grade program, you got to bring the kids in as freshmen and start from there. You're already starting behind the 8 ball.
Well, especially when you're talking about a system. In basketball, in Bo's program, everyone is playing man-to-man. Everyone's running that passing offense that he has. So by the time they get up here, they're aware of that. They know what they're doing. That's a very important point, and we're grateful that our Board of Education allows us to and supports that 8th grade.
Okay, back to the game. Here we go. And the Eagles once again in the zone. The zone down, packed in a little bit there. 1-2-2.
See, we're attacking it with a 1-3-1. We're going to be patient. We're going to get a layup off of this. Watch this. I'm telling you.
1:50 left in the second quarter. Bears up 17-10. I'm Phil Hill with Frank Noppenberger enjoying the action. And the Bears showing great patience.
There you go, Mac.
Ooh, good block by Patel from the back. And good hustle. You got Johnson and Mullane down there for the Bears. And possession goes to the Bears. 1:24 left in the second quarter. Okay, Weiss will start it all over again. Back to the quarterback, Henning.
They get the 5.
I'll tell you, Henning picked up his dribble. Weiss with the drive and great pass, no basket. .31 on the Eagles. That foul's on Lee Moskowitz. That's his first foul. 55 seconds left in the second quarter here at the Bear Den. Bears are up 17-10 over the Edison Eagles. Okay, one official overrules the other. into Mullane.
See,
And that's on Mike Farrar.
John's got to be a little more comfortable by shooting that little jump shot.
Okay, Mullane will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And Johnny Mullane, probably the one most likable athletes here at East Brunswick High School.
He's got a personality, a lot like yours, Phil, a lot like yours.
Good kid. Rebound tapped back out. Mullane brings it out to Weiss over to Henning.
Has Bo called for the last shot yet?
He certainly hasn't, but they're being patient anyway.
I think it's going to happen, or he may have, and we missed it.
Oh, great pass from Mullane to Smith. Good dish, good swish.
A lot of patience.
Go two.
6 seconds left. Eagles got to put it up rather quickly. Oh! No basket, no foul. And at the end of the first quarter, first half, we have the East Brunswick Bears up 19-10 over the Edison Eagles. And Frank, a little bit about the first half.
Well, I don't think either team is probably real happy with their offensive execution. Obviously, Bo's a little more happier being up 9 points. I think Coach Moore, you could see the frustration on his face that they're missing good shots. They're not boxing out. We're giving them second opportunities. I think this game is still up for grabs. Defense right now is winning it for us. We're just doing a great job not letting them get into their offense. I think we'll settle down with our offense and we'll hit those little jumpers. And I think Bo did some protecting of those kids with 2 fouls. You don't want your starters going into that second half with 3 fouls on him already. So now he's going into the second half in pretty good shape foul-wise.
Okay. Well, again, 19-10, East Brunswick Bears. We'll be back in a moment.
There's a familiar face there, Mr. Hill. Do you know who that young man is?
Good-looking guy, whoever he is and whatnot.
Well, I know he's good-looking. I don't know about the sons.
That's the patriarch of the Hill clan. That's Max Hill Sr. And here to see his namesake, Max Johnson. And I'll tell you, the interesting thing about him being here is that my dad is blind, but he's always supportive and want to be here to see Max. So he's the face in the crowd today regardless. Has a slight cold, but nevertheless he's here.
Yeah, I've known him since, I guess, 1968 or something.
Well,
Always a great supporter of athletics. And he's had some great children, as a matter of fact.
Well, thank you. But let's get back to the game here. We got some scoring things here. We had Weiss. I have Weiss with 4 points. Matt Strapko with 6. Max Johnson with 4. And Mike Smith with 4, which somehow adds up to 18 instead of 19. For Edison, Nairo Patel has 5. Lee Moskowitz with 2. Jamari McDonald with 3.
I am sure, knowing Coach Marr, that his emphasis in the locker room was intensity. I just don't think that he feels his kids were playing as hard as they should have. Now, when you play an East Brunswick team coached by Bo Henning, we play hard every second from the beginning of the game to the end. So sometimes it's easy to make the other team look bad.
Wow.
And I'm sure that's what he was emphasizing.
Well, intensity, when he talked about a lack of consistency, his team being inconsistent, you had to see his face, Frank. He, it's just like if they just could put it together and whatnot, we could, our record could be 5-3 instead of 3-5.
Well, I think they believe they can win this game. And I'm sure Bo told our kids, just keep doing what you're doing, and those shots are going to fall, those little jumpers.
Okay, McDonald takes it for the Eagles, and the Bears come out renewed in tight man-to-man defense with almost a steal. Patel with the fake, goes up, won't go. I think Patel got fouled on the rebound there. Strapko, I believe. And yes, it is. And that's Strapko's 3rd foul. as Nirel Patel goes to the line, and if he can sink some foul shots, it could be a different game.
I was always a firm believer that the first 4 minutes of the game and the second half has a great influence on the outcome of a game. If you don't come ready to play right after halftime, that other team gets all the momentum.
Nirel Patel, I think 1 for 7 right now from the foul line. Finally makes a basket. Bobby Henning saving the backcourt.
What a smart play. Bobby's that typical coach's son that everyone talks about, and he just knows the game.
Well,
Nice move.
A good block. You're talking about Bobby Henning. Let's see, the foul here is on 33, I believe, Darina for, I take that back, Jerry Lithgow. And Kartzman goes to the line to shoot. And it goes. Dan Kartzman with his first basket points of the night. Make that 2. Once again, full court pressure by the Bears. And the Eagles break it. McDonald all the way. And rebound by Kartzman. Henning bringing it back down, looking. Smith to Strapko. Strapko on the drive. I'll tell you, a good baseline move by Strapko. The ball just didn't go down.
That's the second time he drove, consecutive times driving to the hole. Matt needs to do more of that, and that'll open up that little 8 to 10 foot jumper that he's so effective with.
Okay, the foul on Jamari McDonald as Strapko goes to the line. And we're going to stop talking about foul shooting tonight, Frank.
Must be that rim.
That rim that was nearly ripped down by Strapko a couple games ago. And here come the Bears. Good steal. Won't go.
Oh, Matthew, be careful.
And I'll tell you, Strapko being rather tenacious on the boards.
Tell you what made that play was the hustle of Joey Weiss to disrupt that layup. And all it was pure determination and hustle.
And Strapko in the right spot once again. 8th point of the night.
Edison needs a bucket here or a timeout.
And the worst sort of way. Good hand by Weiss, almost stolen. Recovered by Mike Farrar. Farrar almost dribbled it off his foot, stolen by Weiss. This time, Weiss goes up, won't go. Good follow by Mike Smith.
Yep, I knew he needed a timeout.
And Mike Marr calls the timeout, but we're going to go to the Bear huddle to hear what Bo has to say.
Or Matt Strapko. Make sure you have your matchup, right?
We got Matt.
All right, hey, we've been very fortunate. I got to be honest with you. They've missed some real easy ones.
A lot of water, fellas.
All right, hey, we've been very fortunate, I think. We've given up a couple easy ones that they didn't convert. Let's stay focused, all right? Stay focused. Get the ball deeper offensively in our break. We don't want to pull it up too early. Keep the pressure on them. Even though it's a zone in our break, get our first postman down there and let's keep looking inside because they're not a great position team, even in the zone, okay? All right, let's go. Come on.
Keep on running. Let's go.
Well, he wants to get that ball inside again. Feels we're bigger than him inside, and with that their zone offense, their zone defense is giving us that. He wants to get the ball into Max.
And he certainly had an understatement that they've missed a lot of easy ones, Frank.
Edison, yeah. Boy, do we do a great job on hedging and helping out on that dribble off the pick.
McDonald with a nice move. Jamari McDonald. And the Bears call for traveling. The Eagles will take over again. Ooh, I'll tell you, McDonald forcing the shot this time.
I'm not quite sure if Coach was looking for that type of shot. Good
Oh,
pass.
great pass. Yes. I'll tell you, the Bears are a great passing team. Johnson puts that down for his 6th point of the night.
That's always been a trademark of both teams. They distribute the ball very well and pass the ball.
And here comes the Bears up to Kartzman. Kartzman goes up, and he's hammered.
Nice pass by Joey Weiss on that.
Oh.
Boy, is Kartzman a tough kid.
I tell you, Lee Maskowitz slapping 5 after slamming Kartzman, but Kartzman takes it in stride and goes to the foul line. I might have to take it back. I said he had probably more talent than his brother, but couldn't possibly be as tough as his brother was. I don't know, Frank.
Never compare brothers.
Never compare brothers.
Never.
Okay, Kartzman hits it. His 3rd point of the night. And he sinks them both. Mike Farrar controlling the ball for the Eagles.
Boy, do we just hound you. Nice
Over to
back
Patel.
door.
And I'll tell you, good movement by the Eagles.
Mike, you got ball, 20. Hero, jump on 13.
I'll tell you, rough call. I thought the ball went off Mac Johnson's foot, and the Bears get the benefit of the doubt.
23 to 12. Mike, 23 to 12.
Strapko with another rebound. Back out to Weiss.
Good ball movement.
Over to Henning. Back to Weiss. And it goes down.
You got to love that.
Oh, great movement. He took one giant step for humanity, and he was caught.
Yeah,
no basket.
He wanted to get a step closer to that three-pointer. The only time that's not called is those pickup games.
Okay, 3:59 left in the 3rd quarter. The Bears up 31-15. Rob King in for the Bears right now. Tried to squeeze it down. Won't go. Almost stolen by Johnson.
Oh, Max.
And okay, foul is on Max Johnson. And Mike Farrar comes out for a well-deserved rest for the Eagles. His brother Steve Farrar in for him.
Good play, Max.
I'll tell you, good play by Johnson there. You saw Patel hook Johnson there, and you thought Johnson was going to react by being over-aggressive, but he played it well. Okay, and Dan Kartzman comes back in the game as Max gets a rest.
Look at Kartzman. That kid's not even going to see the ball.
Patel on the drive. Strapko with another rebound. And they call jump ball. Let's see who gets possession. Possession to the Bears.
Got quite a few rebounds today.
Strapko's been on the boards, no doubt about it.
Playing a real nice game. You know, the other trademark of both clubs, they all play within themselves, Phil. They just do what they're capable of doing. Nobody tries to do something that they can't do.
Well, Mark Taylor of St. Joseph called them the most disciplined club in Middlesex County as Kartzman hits the 3.
He likes this X where the wing will go down.
Jamari with a three-pointer to answer. Jamari.
I think we're going to see more of that X play. They get a lot more movement than they do off of their flex, and with the one guard out front, it's a lot harder to double.
Hartzman with the three again. Won't go. Rebound by the Eagles, and here. That appeared to be a foul on the pass. Let's see. And that's on Bobby Henning. And I think, let's see. That's just his first foul tonight as he comes out for a rest as Joe Weiss comes back in the game for the Bears.
I believe that's his first rest. What do you think? Edison's going to try to press here with the point guard out of the game?
If you listen to Mike Marr, he sort of indicates that they just don't have, the reason they stay in zone so much, they don't have that type of speed.
Especially when you got guys like Weiss and Carson who can also handle the ball. It's very difficult to press us.
From the Eagles, down to Patel. And I'll tell you, if half of Patel's shots and half of his foul shots went down, we'd have a lot closer game. As it stands now, it's 34-18 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter here.
Yeah, at first I thought maybe he was having a bad day. I think it's a result of our defensive pressure. He's not getting any good, clean looks at the basket. He always has someone in his face.
I'll tell you, foul shooting has been horrendous for the Eagles, but particularly for Patel. I think he's about one of 8, 1 of 9 right now. He sinks that.
Yeah, here's the press. He recognized the pros kid was out of the game.
I'll tell you, great movement by the Bears. Smith gets his own rebound.
Great play, great job, great decisions.
Smith won't go, nobody under.
Nice job on Edison boxing out that time. That ball hit the floor.
I'll tell you, quick hands there. The Bears come up with the steal. Smith to Weiss. And I tell you had Strapko trying to cut through, and you had Patel holding him there, and he was caught. Smith out, and Henning back in for the Bears.
If they're in man-to-man, we'll get a layup off of this. Bo's got the best out-of-bounds plays off of. Oh.
Patel showing quick hands. 1:10 left in the third quarter, 34-19. East Brunswick Bears.
Stay back, Eddie, stay back. Slide through, Tamar, come on, slide through. Slide through, Eddie. Come on, you don't get out, you don't get out.
Ooh. Patel snatches the rebound.
Good shot, though. Good shot. They all can't go in.
Out to McDonough, who has King on him. Will he take him one-on-one? .25 seconds left in the third quarter.
Good help defense.
And another great defense there. Great hands by Kartzman once again. And the Bears are going to play for one. 15 seconds left. 8 seconds.
There it is.
5 seconds. And it's stolen by McDonald. He's driving to the basket. He puts it up. Mercy, he makes it. Oh! I'll tell you, Jamari McDonald giving the Edison fans something to cheer for, and they call it a three-pointer. His second three-pointer of the night. Well, brought a little excitement to the fans there, and why not? Let's hear what Bo Henning has to say.
Forget about that. Over.
All right, now, at the half, it was 9 points. Right now, it's 12, okay? So we extended a little bit. Don't think negatively because of the last play, all right? You're in, well, I told you, you and Joe. I know it's hard to hear me, but you and Joe had to switch it. You're in for Rob, okay? You're in the 3 spot. All right, it may be new matchups when you come out. Now, the press looked like a 1-2-1-1 type of press to me. Some man, but 1-2-1-1. Make sure we get a 1-2 exchange against it. And let's attack it. We had a chance in 3-on-1. We don't want to settle for it. You see good numbers, attack it. If you don't like what you got, bring it out. They have yet to stop anything we're running. Okay? We're getting great looks off, and we will continue to. All right? All right.
Wait it in. Let's go.
How about that comment? Forget about that three-point shot. He turned that whole play
Negative to positive.
by saying, look, they only scored, they scored 9 points, was it 11 in the first half, and that's all they scored in this half again. He says, men, you know, defensively, don't lose it. We're still doing what we're supposed to do. Such a positive coach.
Good perspective. Okay, here we go. Three-pointer. And Strapko with another rebound.
Good pass.
Ooh, I'll tell you. Hartzman with his 9th point of the night. Ooh.
That may have been all ball.
And they call Strapko on the foul there, and Strapko's looking as if to say, I thought I had ball.
Bo gave me a look like I made the call.
And Patel will go to the foul line once again. And this has been an adventure. He's been 2 out of 10 from the line thus far. Mercy.
Yeah, he's got to step off and just concentrate at nothing else and forget about everything else. Because if he made a few of those foul shots, it's a different game, right? They could be knocking on the door.
No doubt about it.
They'd be knocking on the door.
Okay, 10 points for Patel on the night. Johnson in for Strapko.
Just like Bo said, they're in a 1-2-1-1 full court trap.
No layups, Lee, no layups!
Good steal by the Eagles. Ooh, they tried an alley-oop. And once again, great defense by the Bears. 7:20 left in the final quarter. Bears up 36-23.
Mac's back in the game. Mac looks very fresh.
Good job, Eddie. Wait up, Steve, wait up, Steve! Get on him, get on him! Step out!
Good movement. And,
Good shot, good shot.
and good rebound by Moskowitz. 43. Going to the basket, won't go. Bobby Henning comes down. I'll tell you, Weiss made the basket, but Henning pushes that ball up there.
Certainly.
A little push off there,
Yeah.
no call. And I tell you, Mike Farrar worked for that basket.
Oh, he's got Max. Had Max on his back. Or Max had him on his back, I should say.
Good job, Eddie. Good job. Hey, straight up, just straight up, just straight up. Close out.
Oh, mercy. That's what you call touch. Joe Weiss showing a nice touch there, caught up in the air, drew the foul.
Joey looks tired. I think he just asked to be taken out.
Well, he's got to go to the foul line to try to make this old-fashioned three-point play.
Was that your first mercy of the day?
I think I said one earlier. $5:50 left in the final quarter. Oh, hey, a rare jump shot by Max Johnson. You don't see that too often. A lot of people think he should do it more, but you don't see it too often.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I think he's got a nice little touch from out there, and that'll improve his confidence.
McDonald with a three-pointer. Won't go. Henning comes down with the rebound. Okay, that little collaboration there. Bo didn't agree with the call, but the officials got together on that call and decided that the Eagles would maintain control of it.
Yeah, Dan Stubbs didn't see it. He asked Ray Forziati, who's a veteran official. Well, they both are. And they work together. They need that for officials. You need that.
They call the blocking foul on Henning there. Nowhere to go for a young Bobby Henning. And we were talking about Henning before. You talking about fathers playing for sons. I said it before, he got game, and I think people are getting to see his game a little bit more here.
Yeah, he's a player. He's going to get stronger. He's going to get bigger. He's quite a baseball player, too.
He's all right.
And golfer.
Clarksman sets his feet, won't go. Oh, just a beautiful shot. That's Mike Farrar. Driving to the basket, switching hands. Just a beautiful layup.
I knew a timeout was coming.
Okay.
Bo didn't like those last few times coming down on defense. I bet he's mentioned something about the intensity on defense here.
Okay, 4:13 left in the fourth quarter, 42-27 Bears. Let's listen to Bo.
Danny's out. Danny's out. All right, now listen to me. On our thumbs up, they're starting not to hedge anymore, though, so don't give up on the guy going for the layup. You know what I'm saying? The cutter off the back screen, they're stopping the hedge. Yeah, it's kind of a, right. So maybe ball fake out front and don't give up on that guy. In our break, demand the ball inside, okay? Demand the ball inside. We got 16 fouls, so we got to play it as tough as we can without fouling. So no back doors, don't get taken off the dribble.
On the thumbs up, when we run the cut through, especially if me and Max are running it, they kind of hedge, so me and Max get real good post position, look inside.
Yeah, and listen to me, you got to make your screens legal but solid. Legal but solid, right? Come on.
Let's go. Good offense, let's go.
Okay, Frank, I tell you.
Well, I was wrong.
Yeah, but did you like when your players talked on the bench?
They've got better insight into it down there. What Matt said was very true on that switch. And when they're off the screens, they're not covering the post player. And what he's saying is they're inside. And they're all on the same page.
Okay.
They're all on the same page.
4 minutes left in the fourth quarter here. Bears in control right now.
See, Matt was wide open there.
Oh, no foul. The reach around, they don't call it.
Mike, get out there! Mike! Mike, over there!
And the foul is on Lee Moskowitz. That's his 3rd foul. And the 16th foul. Next foul, they'll be in a 1-and-1.
Look at Bo spread it out here. Take some time off the clock. Tire the defense out. Work for a layup inside with Max. Do a lot of inside-out game. Timeout, Bobby. Timeout, Bobby.
Got away with it. Strapko on the drive and drew the foul as well. Matt Strapko has played a game today, Frank.
Yes, he has. And, you know, he's gaining confidence driving to the hole like that. That's about the 3rd time we've seen him drive. As he's shooting those fouls, we should make mention of that 50-50 winner. Did you notice that winner?
Didn't take notice.
Dr. Spadafino.
Oh, wow. Good guy. Good guy. Strapko with 11 points. 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. The Bears up 45-27. McDonough on a drive, lost control of it. Johnson with the rebound.
20! Come on, Mike! 20! Pressure, Mike! Pressure, Mike! Pressure, Mike! Pressure, Mike! Come on, pressure, Mike! Do that quick! Come on, slide up! Pressure, pressure, pressure! Good, Lee! Get out, Lee! Get out, Lee!
Phil, as we're on here and talking, I'd just like to again make mention of the fact that how much the kids and the parents appreciate Channel 8 and having these games taped, because it's something they'll...
Woo! They called that a jump ball. I didn't think Max actually got control. He showed good effort, but got the benefit of the doubt. Nevertheless, the Eagles will keep the ball underneath there.
And it's something to continue that they'll keep for the rest of their life. And everyone appreciates everything you do, Phil, volunteering your time.
Well, I tell you, it's enjoyment to me. Good block there.
And that's what makes athletics fun. Guys like you donating their time to help out with the kids. So we do appreciate it.
Well, I enjoyed it. It's a two-way street. My professional life is criminal justice, dealing with some of the more difficult problems kids have. So when I get an opportunity to be here with some of the fun stuff, I take advantage of it. Thank you anyway. I appreciate it.
Quite welcome. And I've always said there's nothing like high school athletics.
And Strapko hits that for his 12th point. And again, Matt Strapko, I think started a little slow in the beginning of the year, but has really come on the last few games here. $13.
And what you talked about, Mullane being a great kid. Here's another great kid, Strapko. What a nice kid. An intense young man too.
And obviously.
When he has to, he's intense.
If you're all-state volleyball, you got to be intense. Okay, lift throw off the backboard, won't go. Johnson, good rebound, down to Henning. Henning driving,
Good
underneath
pass.
the Kartzman. Oh yes, and he gets the foul.
One heck of a pass, and you know he still had a finish.
Bobby Henning, I've seen him throw more of those bounce passes, more than anybody I've seen here at East Brunswick, with accuracy.
He's as good as anyone we've had. But Kartzman's got to be really congratulated on finishing that up, twisting, turning. Coming into the game, we got little Schuler, who he's going to be a player. In the next
That's what they tell me. That's what they tell me. And you look at Kartzman, one of the tri-captains here for the Bears, and they say one of the most improved players on this Bear team.
Actually, I apologize to the Schuler family. It's not little Schuler, it's Chris Schuler. I know you didn't like being called Little Hill.
Not at all.
As I didn't like Little Knopp, so.
But Kartzman also a National Honor Society student, the full package. McDonald, no look pass. And as often happens in late in the game, teams start overpassing. Of course, that's different from my days. Late in the game was usually the time I was in the game. There was no passing. You just put it up anytime you touched it.
You just looked at that that rim up there. So I briefly mentioned in the beginning about Mike Smith and what a success story that is.
Yes.
There's a young man that was cut from the team as an 8th and 9th grader.
Is that right?
And just wanted to make the team. And I don't mean like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was cut from the varsity to JV. This kid was not in the program.
Well,
and he worked himself up to be a starter on one of the better teams in the conference. So, Mike, congratulations. And it just proves that hard work does pay off.
And a foul. McDonald drawing the foul, and the foul is on Rob King. But to mention my Mike Smith story is, from what I understand, he loves everything about, like a lot of kids, Michael Jordan. Of course, he has Michael Jordan's number 23, Michael Jordan sneakers, Michael Jordan socks, I understand, jock, and everything else. And so a trying time for him with his hero retiring recently.
Well, what's not to like about Michael Jordan? What's not to like about him? If we get time, Phil, I'd like to mention that we got that GMC tournament coming up.
Go ahead.
And you and I usually sit down and see the tournament together.
And see where we come out.
I see the girls being the #1 seed, and I see our boys, I see them in the top 5 very easily. One nod may go to St. Joe's, #2 to Colonia right now. We'll beat Piscataway the next time here.
Okay, number 20 for the Bears. You know who that is?
McBride.
Okay.
It's another name that's been in and out of this athletic family for many years.
Okay.
When I coached 20 years ago, I coached his older brother.
Wow.
And Nicky, of course, played for Reggie.
Reggie, rather, right.
And they're great kids, all of them, and they can all shoot the basketball.
That's Ryan McBride, and he makes the second. 50-28, 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. I'll tell you, number 40. Number 40 for the Eagles, and we don't have him listed.
And Dan DeMuro's in for, I'm not sure if you mentioned that, but he's in for the Bears too.
Another nice kid, Danny DeMuro. Rob King driving under, and he took one extra step.
You could be looking at part of the varsity team for next year out there.
I see you got Dan DeMuro, you got Pete Zachary in there, you got Rob King, you got McBride, and Chris Schuler. $20 seconds left.
I mean, these young kids, a lot of them have played for Coach Lane, and boy, you can just see the defensive intensity, just like they do at the varsity level. Bo and Keith need to be congratulated. They do a great job.
And that will do it. And so here from East Brunswick High School, the Bears get a victory tonight, 50-30, in a good, solid defensive game for the Bears. And Frank, what can you say?
Well, I thank you for the opportunity to come on here, and Channel 8 for all their coverage, as I thank you many times. And I'm real happy for Bo and the kids. They work hard, they play hard. It's, as you said, they're a disciplined team. They're fun to watch. I encourage all our fans to come out and watch them, because if you haven't seen them, you're really missing a clinic in basketball with Bo's teams. It's almost like watching a Princeton team. There's those people out there that like fundamentals in basketball. Come on out and watch the Bears.
I concur. So the Bears move to a record of 8-2 with this 50-30 victory over the Edison Eagles, and we ask you to please come out and join us next time.